Revolutionary greetings to the people of South Africa, Africa and the whole world. To all progressive forces, receive revolutionary greetings from your own organization based in South Africa. My name is Julius Malema, President of the EFF, an organization that existed for almost a decade. We're speaking here. Our organization will be celebrating 10 years of unbroken struggle, 10 years of anti-corruption, 10 years of fighting racism, 10 years of being in the forefront for the land, 10 years of making sure that the African people are represented without fear or favor, 10 years of ensuring that black professionals are not looked down but rather are respected and treated as their counterparts. We need resources to finance this organization. Without resources, this organization will never succeed. It depends on genuine donations and contributions from peace-loving South Africans and revolutionaries from the African continent and the diaspora. We call upon all of you to make donations to the EFF, because we must finance our own revolution. If we don't finance our revolution, counter-revolution will hijack it. You want to donate 10 Rand, SMS 38172. You want to donate 20 Rand, SMS 40090. You want to donate 30 Rand, SMS 42191. Or you want to donate on the website, go on effonlinedonation.org. It is possible. It is in our hands that the organization formed by black people can remain genuine organization that continues to represent black people. Let's make it possible, revolutionaries. I thank you.
I wouldn't know what will happen in the future, but I'm saying let there be a peaceful transfer of land without any drop of blood. I don't want to see any drop of blood. And white people are more than safe under Julius Malema, under the EFF. Racists are not safe. The white supremacists are not safe. The people who believe in Afrikaner supremacy and nationalism are not safe under Julius Malema, because I'm not scared of them. I expose them, I confront them, and they are used to being worshipped. They are used to being getting black people to be answerable to them. I'm not answerable to any white.
Why should you create a squatter camp through land occupation now, and then your land occupation program, the sizes of stands are worse than the sizes of RDP houses stands? Because the EFF land occupation must allocate proper sizes. If you don't know what is the right size, go to the old white suburb, anywhere in South Africa, where poor whites were given houses by their government. Every town has got that. Go and take measurements from there. Take the measurements of those old houses of poor whites. We can't give our people anything less than what apartheid gave poor whites. Ours must start from there upwards. Secondly, do not occupy land away from town. Always when you occupy land, go closer to town. That's where the population is. Because you must, if development is not going to come to our people, let our people go where development is. When we say come to town, we're not saying come to white people. No, we're not. We don't care about white people. We're coming closer to the hospital. We're coming closer to proper schools. We're coming closer to where there is water and electricity. No one is going to bring those things to us. We are going to those things. How come 29 years into government, we're still talking about a sewer system that was built by apartheid?
Why didn't we build on what apartheid has built? So re tola, re-expand, re-sophisticate, storage that exists after democracy.
The reason why firearms and guns are banned and sharp weapons are banned in Parliament is precisely because Parliament is the highest stage of political contestation. The reason why they say police and the army and all of that are not allowed there is because Parliament must be the highest stage of political contestation where members of Parliament hold the executive accountable without fear of prosecution, without arrest, without any form of intimidation. It must be some mini heaven for politicians.
But are you not worried that we have a history in this country where a prime minister was stabbed in Parliament?
We never had a prime minister in this country.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
I don't know what you're saying. Don't associate me with your things. I'm not part of that.
No, I'm
we have no such history.
Yeah.
We have no such history. Our history in that parliament starts in 1994.
Okay.
Do not tell me about the history I know nothing about. Our history and my president of this country came into being in 1994.
Yeah.
There's no history of that nature in that parliament. Worse, there is no such history in that hall since we started sitting in that hall.
Yeah, but you know, you know exactly what
I don't know what you're talking about.
So
I don't know. I deny it. I deny it. There is no such history in South Africa where there was a prime minister. There was never a prime minister.
Apartheid South Africa.
Now you are talking.
Today, Nerubutswaka state capture. Today there is a biggest state capture in government. How can a president put money in a mattress, and not just money, dollars of money in a mattress, in the sofas, and violate the laws of South Africa? Till today, no one has been arrested. Hakitamo, but there is a cash in transit. Go Joburg in one of the big roads. The crime levels in South Africa have gone too high. Why? Because when the president breaks the law, nothing happens to the president. That's why no one is scared of the law. They do as they wish because the president has violated the law without consequences. A president takes money, doesn't declare that money to Reserve Bank, doesn't declare that money to SARS. The top judges of the country say there is a prima facie, this man must answer some questions. He uses his majority in parliament to avoid accountability for having violated his oath of office and the constitution of the Republic of South Africa. Nothing happens. So we who are not captured by the white monopoly capital was striking now.
Now you have established Minister of Electricity. We hope to see Minister of Trains. We hope to see Minister of Flights. We hope to see Minister of Dinan. We hope to see Minister of Potholes. We hope to see Minister of GBV. Because the reality is that, Mr. President, nothing is working under you. You are a man on top and doing nothing.
So atsebo wina ola a o bolele selo nkwertlo e betha o fitela e rua o werdo sagalena wa rata Ramaphosa, he will not finish his term. Ritlolwa le yena a re ko parlamente re from today this guy is a delinquent president. So let me
tell you, by the end of this year, all the public representatives without matric should have written their matric and completed it. It's the easiest thing to do. It's the easiest thing to do. Go and improve yourself. Because we are not going to have a matricless councillor in 2024. The ANC will never end load shedding. The ANC will never end unemployment. The ANC will never give us any form of development, because
Comrades, things are bad in the country, and they are not going to get any better. We don't have to be liked by magistrates. Many of them don't like us. We don't have to be liked by judges. Many of them don't like us. So we should never panic. Did I violate any law? And if you have not violated any law, even if the magistrate sends you to jail for other reasons other than what you are accused for, you march into prison with a clear conscience that I am not sent into prison because I violated the law. I'm sent to prison because they can't defeat my political ideas, and therefore they manipulate the processes and power and the authority vested on them by our people to settle political scores. We are here today not because we committed any crime, but because we hold a different political view. And they want to use the court and the power they have to persuade us to agree with them. They are not using the political space and argument to persuade us to agree with them. And that is an attempt to intimidate us. So you must never, under any circumstances, die being on your knees. As a fighter, as a revolutionary, it doesn't matter the circumstances you are confronted with. You must die with your boots on. Never surrender to the cowards. Never surrender to the state. Never surrender to the powerful. Never surrender to the establishment. Never surrender to the criminals. Whether you are asleep, whether you are awake, when they wake you up at night with a gun on your face, you must say to them, shoot and shoot now. Do not beg for mercy. That's why you come at night. That's why you are sneaking into my house. That's why you are putting a bullet on my head while I'm sleeping. It is because you are cowards. I will never beg cowards. I will never be scared of cowards.